And I just want to correct something. I am not attacking the data from the tax incident study. It's a very important study. One of the lessons I learned from you when I was younger in this legislature was that's a report to read. You advise members to do that, and I do that. What I dispute is the extrapolation that is taken from the data. It's like me saying, you know, Joe Mauer had a bad year because he didn't throw any touchdowns this year. Well, that's a factually correct statement. Joe Mauer did not throw any touchdowns, but he plays baseball, not football. So the reference that is being made that somehow the Minnesota tax incident study demonstrates a lack of fairness in the tax code is just plain factually inaccurate. It does not take into account all the taxes that people pay. And so, you know, I'm in a tough spot, Mr. Chairman, because I actually promised the governor before his budget came out that I would not publicly criticize his budget. I made that promise. Seriously.
Really?
Absolutely. Yep. And I'm not going to do it. I'm talking today about the issue of tax incidents, and I'm going to continue that through the rest of this session. And I appreciate that he took my my offer and said he was going to test me on it to see if I could really do that or not. But that's the commitment I've made, Mr. Chairman, because I think we do need to have a serious conversation about what's in front of us. You know, Representative Linczewski made a point about what the public thinks. You know, the public thinks right now that there's a certain segment of the public that thinks that we can balance this budget by having somebody, a small minority of our population, pay for the government we receive right now. That is factually inaccurate, Mr. Chairman, members. There's another small segment of society that thinks that we can balance this budget by reducing government services for a small minority in society, whether they're on welfare or maybe they're illegal aliens. And, you know, Mr. Chairman, that's factually inaccurate. The reality is we need a smaller government that provides fewer services. And I know Representative Linczewski has a file on me from what I said before the election, and if you look that up, that's what I said during the campaign. And that's a difficult message, but Mr. Chairman, I sincerely believe that we have a duty as legislators to have a more serious and sober conversation about the problems that face us, and that claiming that we can resolve this deficit, whether on the service reduction side or on the revenue side, by putting the burden on a small minority of the population is just not factually accurate, and I look forward to this committee and other committees having a factual conversation about this. Thank you.